Good morning, third and fourth graders. I'm happy to make this video. Um, for those of you who met me yesterday for Zoom, we already went over the review of the first half of Pictures of Hollis Woods. And so for those of you who didn't join us, I just wanted to remind you about the first half of the story because even I forgot. And since I had to go back and remind myself, I thought, I'm going to go back and remind you too. So, I wanted to remind you that when Hollis met the old man and Stephen for the first time, do you remember he asked her, how did you get a name like that? Well, I couldn't remember. And so I went back and I found out she said, it was written on a piece of paper beside me as a baby. So I think she was saying that, was it true? I don't know, but that's what she actually said to him. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my hair. Okay, so how did she get her name? That was one thing. And do you remember when she first came to Josie's house and Josie had that knife out and she was working on a carving? Do you remember what she said to Hollis? She kind of made a promise that if Hollis would stay with her, she would make something for her. I want you to think about, what did she say she would make? Now remember, she made carvings all the time. So do you remember what she said that she would make for Hollis if Hollis would stay? And then do you remember the first time that they went to the movies? Yeah, it was the movies, and I believe it was the movies that Josie gave Hollis that brown hat with the veil across the face, and she gave it to her. And do you remember what Hollis said to Josie? She said something along the lines of, I'm never going to leave you. I mean, for some reason, that small act of kindness really touched Hollis's heart. And even though it was a silly hat, it really made her realize that Josie cared about her and loved her. Okay, so that's still the first half of the book. And then, okay, what else? Okay, one more thing. And then this will be the first half of the book covered. And then you have to go on my YouTube channel and listen to the rest of the book. And then you'll know the rest, So right before we left for spring break, she was back at the house of the stucco woman, I think is what she called her. And remember, she said, the mustard woman wants me to meet this lady named Eleanor, and it'll be great. But Hollis is thinking in her head, I don't want to meet another foster parent. She's been through so many homes and she's just not feeling positive. So what did she do? What did she decide to do? It's her way of dealing with stress. She's developed a bad pattern for life. When she gets upset, she runs away. So that was what she had decided to do right before we finished reading, right before spring break. So that's a recap of the first part of the book. You will have to go to my YouTube channel and listen to the other half of the book. Okay, have a nice day.